You're listening to the AfricaMusicLaw.com show, Africa's premier entertainment law show empowering the African artist. And now, your host, attorney, speaker, visionary, game changer, Ms. Uduak.
Hey AML people, it's your one and only certified game changer, Miss Uduak. Welcome to the 59th episode of the AfricaMusicLaw.com show. If you are just joining us for the first time, my name is Uduak Oduak. I go by Miss Uduak for short. I am a fashion and entertainment lawyer with the law firm of AB2 Law Group PC, located in California, USA. This show, the AfricaMusicLaw.com show, is a show that is all about empowering the African artist and the creative industry at large. Here's how we execute that vision. We take on the latest in celebrity legal drama, music business and industry news, and we provide legal and business commentary and analysis on hot topics in pop culture that intersect and at times collide with the law. We also invite our industry experts, the artists themselves, and other cool people we call AML people, to share their insights and experiences to benefit all of us, myself, yourself, everyone. We can always use more insights and experiences and learning from others to become better at what we do. If you'd like to subscribe to what is a weekly podcast, typically delivered on Mondays, you want to go directly on the website at www.africamusiclaw.com. You can also subscribe via poddirectory.com, Stitcher Radio for Android users, iPhone or iPad users. You can catch us on iTunes. Please rate us there and also leave comments on iTunes so we know how we are doing. If you'd like to follow me, the host, or stay updated on the projects that I'm working on, please feel free to visit me at www.missuduak.com or follow me on my Twitter handle. My personal Twitter handle is at UduakLaw, at UDUAKLaw. I don't presume there are too many of you that are located in the Sacramento area. If you are, I'll be giving a presentation this week on business law for entrepreneurs, and includes creative entrepreneurs. So if you will be there, hit me up and I'll be glad to share that details with you. Or you could go directly to my website, missuduak.com, to find out more details on my speaking engagements and latest places I'm speaking at. Okay, here's the deal. This podcast episode, I want to focus on something that we don't do very much. Often when I'm talking to you all about industry-related matters, so I have guests on and the guests are sharing obviously their backgrounds, their information on who they are and focusing in on their expertise. And then when it's the artists, we're talking about their music, everything else. But we don't really talk about management in the broader sense. And we don't really also talk about leadership in the broader sense. And so I wanted to talk about that today. But before we do all that, let's do something. Let's pause for a quick minute and hit the reset button. So it's in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause. Did you hit that reset button? I've hit my reset button. It's a fresh new week. And what that means is that all the worries from last week, all the concerns from last week, all the problems, whatever it may be, you put them to the side and you start afresh, new slate, stay focused, and achieve every single goal you want to. Now, I'll also share with you something that's very important, and it's tough sometimes to get going and doing it, even if you're a self-starter like I am or self-motivator like I am to get things done. But sometimes you can have times where it's a bit challenging. So remember, to get success, a big part of it includes self-discipline. For some of us, we can be very self-disciplined in one area, but not necessarily the other, but you have to work at it every day. You've got to be self-disciplined. You've got to focus, be able to take one task from the beginning and complete it till the end. Those are two critical things. And then the final critical ingredient that I think is crucial for success is believe. You have to believe in yourself. There will be nobody who will do more believing in you than you. Even if you have a spouse who loves you forever and ever till death do you apart, family who loves you, at the end of the day, you've got to carry the weight. You've got to believe to make it happen and happen on the kind of level that's necessary to make it happen. So make sure as you reset and get your minds right and you're ready for this week that you think self-discipline, that you think focus, that you think believe. self-discipline, focus, belief. All of that will just create the determination and the passion and hunger that will drive you towards where you need to go, because you know where you're trying to go, and you can get there if you have these three things. Okay. So let's get right into my discussion for today. I'm talking about leadership personality. It's going to be short and sweet, but I wanted to make sure I get this point across so that you have something to help you as we begin this new week. Here's what happened. I'm a member of the National Association of Women Business Owners, and actually for my chapter in Sacramento this year, I'm the event chair for what we call the Outstanding Women Leaders Awards. It's been a lot of planning and getting ready to produce the event. It's going to be about 10 months of planning by the time we reach October to actually produce the event. So I'm excited about it. But part of what NABO, the organization, does is to have monthly mixer events, educational events for the business community, and a lot of women obviously show up for this event since it's targeted at women business owners. So last Thursday, one of our members, her name is Susan Ruppel, had a presentation on leadership personality. Her website for you to check out is personalitydynamics.com, personalitydynamics.com, again, personalitydynamics.com. So she had a presentation, and she had several parts that were involved in this presentation that I thought was very important and cool to share with you. And hopefully I can have Susan on the show sometime in the nearest future, because I think it's very relevant to what we do. And we don't talk about it that often in the creative industry, and we should be talking about it because, you know, it directly impacts our industry. But anyways, so what she did was to explain the 4 personality collars. Okay. So if you've never heard of color personality and understanding your color personality, you can go to whatcolorisyourpersonality.com, www.whatcolorisyourpersonality.com. But what she did was to take all of this information out there, distill it, and then obviously add her own experiences as a business coach and business owner and a successful one at that, to share what specifically is necessary in order for you to be successful by understanding your color personality. And then she talked more, intertwining that into leadership and what it means. Now, there are 4 different types of color personalities that were noted. There was the red personality, orange personality, yellow personality, and green personality. The red was the person who is very pragmatic, logical, linear. And I know some in my life, that's for sure. Then you had the orange personalities. They tended to be the caretakers. They were all about feelings and all that. So they were the caretakers. Feeling was important to them. They liked to support. Then there were the yellow personalities. They tend to be visionaries and analytical. And then, of course, they had the green personalities. The green personalities were the cheerleaders and the intuitive ones. She was very detailed. It's very detailed stuff. And, you know, you went through a test to figure out what your color personality was. And then it gave you this aha moment that you said, whoa, I get it now. So I fell into the category of actually a tie between a yellow and a green. So the yellow personality was someone who was ambitious, ethical, self-confident, tenacious, visionary, skeptical, reserved, fiercely independent, nonconformist, and the list goes on. And then at the same time, you still had the green personality that was very expressive, active, intuitive, creative, adaptable, enthusiastic. They say attention seeking too. So it was interesting. Anyways, it was a combination of yellow and green. That was my personality. But what it did for me was to remind me a long time ago, a family member of mine, also a mentor of mine, said to me a long time ago, he said, when you basically get into a room, take the time to observe the dynamics of the room. Who are the key players and the game changers and everybody else? Who are the people that really run the show? Take the time to understand that. And then a family member of mine has said to me in the past, it's all about personality compatibility. And of course, we see these different studies left and right, so we know it. But I wanted to emphasize how much that is so relevant in our industry, because often you'll find the artists tend to be people in the green area. They're very, very expressive. Sometimes they might be unpredictable with their emotions. They might be intuitive, very creative, needless to say. And then what you find often is the business executives in the industry, or the executives in the industry, whether you're talking about a business manager or all the other different kinds of industry people that we have, they tend to be more on the pragmatic, logical, linear side. They want to manage your money. They want to look at the numbers. They want to find results and where things are and how they need to be. And often you see a lot of clash in the industry with these two personalities of the creative and the business manager coming together. And in a place like Nigeria, where you don't even have that kind of business infrastructure to begin with, or the basic business education that artists need, or filmmakers and other talents need, there's a lot of clashing going on. So it's important to take the time out to learn about your personality. What kind of personality are you? And if you go to the website that I mentioned, www.whatcolorisyourpersonality.com, it can really help you, because then you can start testing to better understand you, understand your personality, and allow you to bridge the differences with those personalities. The other thing that I noted, and as I kept thinking about it, was, so for example, if you have the business personality that's more like, hey, this is how it is, let's have structure, organization, routine, schedule, do what you said you're going to do, be where you need to be. That's great for business. That's great to grow businesses. But if you're an artist that has such a hard time dealing with such a personality where that creates a lot of clash and conflict, maybe you might need a personality that is a red personality, but also combined with an orange personality, and the orange being someone who still has many parts of that red personality, but also is a caretaker, is tuned into your emotions. It's tuned into supporting you. It's tuned into making you feel like you are valued. So I just wanted to share that information with you. I thought it was just really remarkable information. Obviously, Susan breaks it down a lot more. She's got a PhD, and she's the owner of Personality Dynamics. She's a certified personality trainer and coach. And I look forward to actually having her on the show, because I think that the insight that she will bring will actually be very, very beneficial, particularly to our creative industry. So until then, I want to wish you a great week ahead. Have a fantastic week. Maybe one or two more of this Ask Miss Uduak and discussions, and then we'll get back into getting more of our guests on. And I will try to spread it around so it's not just always our guests for long periods of time, but that you also hear my voice. And then also when our guests come in, maybe I will start also interjecting my voice to the degree that I mean the segment that we do on current trends, maybe actually having interesting debates before we launch into an actual interview. So we'll experiment with different things, see what works best. In the meantime, have a great, great day, and I will catch you all very, very soon. Take care and cheers, people.